this one. I got the Falcons.
Okay. You got the Falcons.
At home, beat the Texans.
Okay. Thank you for giving me this one.
You think Joe Burrow's going to I don't care how hurt he is. He's not going to let them lose to the Arizona Cardinals.
It's over.
He can do it against the Arizona Cardinals.
So, Derek, you got the Cowboys. Have you seen the 49ers? They are my Super Bowl team this year. The 49ers could push going 17-0 this year.
Something that doesn't make sense.
Again, it doesn't make sense to everybody else. But again, let me explain these owl instincts to you. Okay, because pick 'em pros, we see things, we see a night vision, we see things that other people don't see. So let me explain this to y'all. I have a PhD in Dallas Cowboys. Okay. This is the game Dallas Cowboys win.
And we also have the Green Bay Packers here.
We do, including Dez?
Yeah, including Dez.
Dez has the Packers? It warms my heart. To see Dez, you got that love. You got that love in your heart. You getting that hate out your heart. I love it, Dez. He's coming around, man. Proud of old Dez.
This is former Chicago Bear Desmond Clark. And y'all hear me on many podcasts, but when y'all hear me on Pick 'em Pros, y'all know it's all about family. This ain't just business.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. You know who it is. I am Derek Thompson.
I'm Jacob Thompson.
And who are we?
The Pick 'em Pros.
We are the Pick 'em Pros coming back at you in the house with a special episode of Who You Got, episode 61. We are mobile once again in the car today, making our way home. We are here with your NFL Week 5 picks. Father-son dynamic duo coming off an amazing week, man. Hasn't it been an amazing week?
I don't know if I'd say the same.
Oh man, it's been an amazing week. Oh my goodness. Wow, we're just, making all these great picks. I went 14-2 last week. Yes, have that owl vision, got those owl instincts. Yes, as we know, owls have the perfect vision, and that's something that Pick 'em Pros brings to you. Man, what was your record? Would you go this week?
I don't even know.
You went, you don't know. Okay. I happen to know. Don't worry about it. I think you went 10-6. And then our third Pick 'em Pro, Mr. Desmond Clark, aka Dez, former tight end of the Chicago Bears. He was calling himself the professor, and was apparently trying to school and teach us. But looks like, the chancellor, the principal, I had to school him, put him in his place. He's on probation. He went, what'd he go, 12-4? For most people, 12-4 would be a good record. So, Dez, I actually am proud of you for that record. But, again, we had to teach you a lesson, man. 14-2, come on now. That's a whole nother level.
All right. This week in Pick 'em Pros. So, let's just address last week. Have you ever had that friend when you were kids, way back when you were kids, that if you didn't let them win because it was their ball, you're at their house, maybe you was playing their video game or whatever it was, they had control of whatever the apparatus was. And if you didn't let them win, they get mad and they go take their ball and they want to go home. Or if they didn't get picked to play, they want to take their ball and go home. Or if you're at their house playing video games and you keep whooping them in the video game, they don't want to play no more. They want to turn it off and they want you to go home. Well, that's kind of what I felt like after 2 weeks of Pick 'em Pros. Derek and your son, Diego, you two started this thing. And I just felt like if I kept winning, it's probably going to take your ball and go home. Probably wasn't going to invite me back anymore. So I had to let you win 1 or 2. All right? So let's just clear that up. But this week, the professor is going to get back to teaching you guys how to pick the right picks and become a Pick 'em Pro.
You got something to add, man?
But I think 10-6 is a good record. But I think you guys just pick very well. And, some picks like the Panthers and
Yeah, you went out on a limb with some wild picks.
And the Bears had it. The Bears had it at home, but then they.
You went out on a limb with the Bears this week, this past week.
Both of them had leads that there was no way
they did. You were looking good at first. You were on an island with the Panthers. That was looking good for a while until it wasn't. You were on the island with the Bears. It looked like you were going to be right with that until that came crashing and burning. So, not a good week. But, hey, it's all about the bounce back. Well, let's tell everybody, what's the overall records? Where are we right now?
All right, well, you have a 40-24 record.
Okay.
And Dez has a 39-25 record. So
okay.
He's just one game back.
All right.
And I have a 35-29 record. So
okay. All right. So that's where we are. So 5 games separate us all. Dez is one behind me. Okay, that's where we stand right now. Well, we are here. It's a new week. It's a new week here, week 5 NFL. We are going to get into these picks. There's a couple of buys this week. So we've got buys. So there's 14 total games this week, right?
Yep.
We've got 14 total games. We agree on 9 of them. We agree on 9 of the 14. And then we disagree on 5 games, right? So I think I'm on the island for 2 games. You're on the island for 2 games. And Des is on the island for 1 game. All right. So we're going to go ahead and give you these picks so you can be prepared for this week 5, man, because it's going to be a big. We got some great matchups, so we're excited about it. So, man, you want to just dive into it?
Yes, do it.
All right, let's dive into it, and then we'll pipe in Dez. Dez has his comments on the games that we disagree on, so you'll get his take on the 5 that we disagree. And we'll also hear him explain himself on what happened last week, because he does not have the coveted Pick'em Pros chain. I've got the chain, and I'm going to break that chain out a little later. So I'm not even going to break it out right now. I'm not even worried about that. We'll break that chain out later. All right, okay. Well, let's get into these picks. Yeah, I'm going to break it out. I'm not worried. But the chain, the chain is here for good. So I don't necessarily have to wear it all the time. I don't have to do all that. You know what I mean? You don't have to do it. I don't have to wear your jewelry all the time.
Okay, well, it's not going to be there for long.
Okay, you going to take it?
Yeah, I'm going to take it.
Well, hey, if you hit on some of these crazy picks, then that just might happen.
Crazy.
Yeah, kind of crazy. Well, let's get into these picks, man. So we've got 9 that we agree on. Let's start with those, and then we'll go to the 5 we disagree in, and we'll bring Dez in.
Okay. All right. So the first game is Thursday Night Football. The Chicago Bears at the Washington Commanders.
Okay.
We all got the Washington Commanders winning this one. I like how they looked against Philly. They sort of have Philly's number a little bit. They always seem to play well against Philly in Philly.
Yeah.
So that sort of thing. But they look good. Sam Howell looked good for really the first time this year. And Eric Bieniemy in the offense looking good.
Oh, yeah.
And the Bears are just a mess. So I totally got to go with the Commanders.
Yeah, they are a total mess. So do not trust the Bears, and especially on the road. Man, this thing can get ugly. Bieniemy's doing a great job. The Commanders have looked really good all season long.
They lost to, arguably the best team in each conference. So,
The Commanders look great against everybody except the Bills, and the Bills made Miami look bad. So we know the Bills are for real. So any question about that, we know where that stands. And more on the Bills in a minute. We'll get to that when we get to the Bills pick. We got something to say about you Buffalo Bill fans, but we'll get to that in a minute. But anyway, we all got the Commanders in this one, right?
Yep, all got the Commanders.
Okay.
All right, so the second game is international 9:30 a.m. game in London. So it's the Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Buffalo Bills.
Okay.
And we all have the Buffalo Bills.
Yes.
Even though the Jaguars kind of have an advantage here because they've been in London this is their second week in London because they were there last week.
Okay.
And they have some experience there. But the Bills, I just think, are such a good team.
Yeah.
And they just look really good all year. Josh Allen looking good. That defense, Stephon Diggs, he got like 2-3 touchdowns last week. He was really good.
Yeah.
So,
Beastin'.
so I think we gotta have the Bills.
Yeah, you gotta have the Bills. Gotta have the Bills. They're playing great right now. Definitely made a statement in that game against the Dolphins, which we called. Diego and I said the Bills were gonna win that game. But it seems like Monday, all the Buffalo Bills fans were killing our YouTube stream, getting on Dez about getting it wrong, but none of them gave us props on getting it right. So I don't know what's up with you Buffalo Bills fans. All y'all want to do is complain about the people that vote against you, and you ain't even give props to the people that are with you. So I don't know. That was a little interesting. Come on, Buffalo Bills fans. Y'all got to do better than that. All right. What's the next one?
Well, the next one is the Carolina Panthers at the Detroit Lions. In Detroit, we all got the Lions winning this one.
Detroit?
I don't think it's any doubt. The Lions have looked like a really good team. They beat Kansas City. They beat the Packers in Green Bay, which is tough to do because they're a good team.
Yep.
And and the Panthers. I mean, they're 0-4. And I think parts of the team look really bad. Like the O-line has been really bad. Miles Sanders has been a little underwhelming.
Yes.
And Bryce Young has been good in the moments he's had time, to throw the football. Like I'll say 2 seconds or more.
Yeah.
So the football, he's looked good, but but the O-line is just really holding us down. So I think we gotta have the Lions.
Yeah, I agree. Detroit is looking really good this year, as we predicted. We predicted them to win the NFC North, and they're looking really good with that. Only loss was to Seattle at home earlier this year, but we know how Seattle's looking. They look great against the Giants on the road on Monday Night Football. But Detroit's definitely going to take care of this. They're at home. Panthers are shaky, this is probably going to get ugly. I say they win this at least by 10. I'm not sure what the point spread is on this one, but I don't even see it being close.
Yeah, I can see it. 0-5.
And we're Carolina boys. We're pulling for the Panthers, man, but it's just not looking good. Come on, Panthers. We got to get it together.
They're not looking good.
All
and
right.
the fourth game is the Tennessee Titans in Indianapolis to play the Colts.
Okay.
We all got the Colts here.
Yeah.
The Colts have looked pretty decent all year. People thought that they'd be bad, but they've been a good team. Anthony Richardson got 3 touchdowns last week, 2 running and 1 passing. Two passing and 1 running. And they're at home, which is going to be a good advantage for them.
Yeah.
I think these two teams are very evenly matched. The Titans are a good team also. Not a good team, like a solid team, like the Colts. So I think the home field advantage is really going to get the Colts.
Yeah, this is a tough one. I'm surprised we're all picking the Colts in this one. Surprised nobody went with Tennessee. I started to, but think that home field advantage for the Colts is why we all decided to go with the Colts. But I think it's going to come down to the wire, and the Colts end up squeaking this one out. It was disappointing. I thought the Colts were going to win last week, but I think they bounced back this week and get one off of Tennessee, and Tennessee will be coming off of that big win against the Bengals, which I called, by the way. Got that right.
Rams, man. You're sleeping on the Rams, dude.
I don't know about the Rams.
Rams are good. Okay. We haven't even had Cooper Kupp yet. They get Cooper Kupp back, they could make the playoffs.
The Rams are looking a lot better than I thought. What's the next one, my man?
The next one is the New Orleans Saints at the New England Patriots.
Okay.
And we all have the New England Patriots winning. They lost pretty bad last week in Dallas. 28-3. And they've lost, but all of their losses have been the good teams. So they have a tough schedule, and they're in New England. And I don't know about Derek Carr's health, because he gutted it out last week, but they lost to Baker and the Buccaneers. So I don't know if he is. I'm skeptical of that. So I'm confident in the Patriots this week at home.
Confident in the Patriots. Yeah, I don't know how confident I am, but I'm going with the Patriots. The Saints have a really good defense, so the Patriots will struggle to score, but the Saints struggle to score. So the Patriots have a good defense. Have a big injury with their star player on the Patriots. So
Judon.
Yeah, with Judon. So I mean, this was really a toss up to me. I wanted to take the Saints in this one, but I'm just gonna give the Patriots one more chance at home. I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt and going with the Patriots. So I'm joining you guys. We've all got the Patriots in this one.
Yeah, Judon's gonna be a tough loss for them.
Yeah, that is.
And,
That's a big loss, man.
Yeah. And the 6th game is the Baltimore Ravens in Pittsburgh to play the Steelers.
Okay.
And we all have the Ravens winning on the road this week. Yeah, I mean, the Steelers, I don't think they're that good of a team.
Yeah.
It's just that, they happen to beat the teams they beat.
Yes.
The Monday Night Football at home game.
Yes.
And I forgot who else they won against. But yeah, I think the Ravens are an elite team. And Lamar's been looking really good all year. And Zay Flowers and OBJ might be back.
Oh, really?
He
Okay.
might be. I
All right.
don't know for sure, but he might be back.
Okay.
And with that receiving crew there. So yeah, I'm confident in the Ravens this week.
Yeah, I've got the Ravens. I got the Ravens all day. I got the Ravens going to and winning the Super Bowl, so I'm high on the Ravens. Steelers, not high on them at all. I felt they were overrated. I called that loss this past week, so definitely got that one right. Houston took care of business, and Houston beat them. Yeah, Houston took care of business and beat them. Showed people they're overrated. So yeah, no chance. Ravens are going to go. This is a divisional game, so they know each other very well. So I won't say they got no chance, but Ravens have too much offense, too much defense. Just not a good matchup for the Steelers. I think they'll go ahead and take this one.
Yep.
All right.
All right, like that. And the 7th game that we agree on is the New York Giants playing at Miami, play Dolphins.
Oh.
And I don't think it's a doubt here. We all got the Dolphins.
Yes. Yes.
They stumbled in Buffalo, but give me a team who's going to win in Buffalo. Like, that's a tough place to play. With their home field advantage and their defense and Josh Allen. So I think at home the crowd is going to be with them.
Yeah.
And the Giants are just low. They're not doing so good.
Yeah.
And I don't think, especially not knowing that Saquon's going to be there, that also makes me more skeptical because I have 0 chance on Saquon.
Yeah.
So that got to have the Dolphins.
Yeah, 0 chance. Miami, they're gonna just go crazy. At home too, oh man, they're gonna lose their mind. Put up a ton of points, which is good for me. I'm sure I'll pull Tua out in my Yahoo League. Tua, Tyreek combo, they're gonna lose their mind. Definitely got Miami. At least 2 touchdowns in this one. Could get ugly. This might be like the game where they whooped up. Who they beat up on? Was that Denver?
Broncos.
Yeah, this might be like the game where they whooped up on the Broncos real bad. So yeah, Miami gets this one, at least by 2 TDs. Nothing else to say on this
Yeah.
one.
And the 8th game is the Kansas City Chiefs in Minnesota to play the Vikings. So we all have the Chiefs winning this one. I don't think the Vikings are that good of a team. Just because you beat the Panthers doesn't make you a good team. You're 1-3.
Panthers?
You're still not a good team. And the Chiefs won the Super Bowl last year. They're still an elite team with Mahomes and Kelsey. Nothing else needs to be said. Chiefs all day. And that defense is looking good too.
Yeah, the Chiefs are tricky, man. You never really want to bet against the Chiefs. It seems like every time I pick them to lose, they've won. So I may just have a new rule, no matter what. Just go ahead and pick the Chiefs to win every game. You know what I mean?
You can't go wrong. You might only lose a couple.
Man, I tell you, it's weird. But I don't know. But this is a sneaky game. Vikings are at home. The Chiefs tend to play down to their competition. So I would not be surprised if this is a close game. I think the Vikings are due to actually win one of these close games. So, I wouldn't be surprised if the Vikings pull this out. But I'm going to predict the close game and join you guys and predict that the Chiefs will win it. The big question is Taylor Swift going to be there? So that's what I want to know. Do you think so? What's the over or under? You think she's going to show up?
Probably going to show up.
You think so?
Probably.
She's going to go all the way to Minnesota to watch the game.
Some last second type of thing.
Okay.
week.
All right.
They're
So
saying she wasn't going to be there last week, and she magically appears.
Okay. All right. Good point. Yeah, let us know. Chime in. Tell us, is Taylor Swift going to show up at the game? Is she going to travel to Minnesota? Because, man, if she goes to Minnesota, then we really know that it's a real thing. So, all right. So, all right.
Cool.
We agree on one more?
Yeah, we all agree on the Monday Night Football game, which is Green Bay Packers playing at
Yes.
and playing at the Las Vegas Raiders.
Yes.
And we all have the Green Bay Packers here.
We do, including Dez?
Yeah, including Dez.
Dez has the Packers?
Even though Devontae Adams is playing against his former team.
Ooh, that's right. Ooh, I didn't think of that.
There might be some revenge there.
That's
I'm uncertain. I don't know about Jimmy G and his status. Without him, that's just not going to be good. The Packers got to bounce back and win one with Jordan Love. And they got their guys back. Christian Watson, Aaron Jones are back.
Yeah.
And that's going to help a ton. They're a lot better of a team when they have those two guys.
I agree.
And I think they're going to win with those two guys.
I agree. Yeah. I think they win. My Packers will get this win. Dez, man, happy to see you on this side and picking the Panthers. It warms my heart. To see, Dez, you got that love. You got that love in your heart. You getting that hate out your heart. I love it, Dez. We working on you. We wearing you down. You coming around. See, he got on his high horse with all this professor stuff and all that. But this probationary period is going to do him some good. I think he's learning his lesson. He's getting some love in his heart. He's getting that hate out his heart. He's coming around. He's coming around, man. Proud of old Dez. All right, good job, man. But yeah, we got the Packers in this. They're going to take care of business. The Raiders, as Dez likes to say, are just not a good team. I think that's clear. We've got to question the coach at this point. And the Packers go ahead and take care of business on the road. Monday Night Football. Pick'em Pros has the Green Bay Packers.
Yep.
All right, so now it's time. Those are the 9 that we agree on. Okay, we disagree on 5. You ready to get into these, man?
I am ready. Let's go.
All right. We disagree on 5. So what order are we going in?
All right, so it's going to be Dez, me, and then you.
Okay, so Dez is on the island for 1.
Yep.
So we'll cover the one he's on the island, then we'll do yours, then mine. All right, so let's go. What wild games is Dez on the island for?
Dez has it's the matchup is the Philadelphia Eagles versus the LA Rams in LA, and he's got the Rams winning this.
Woo! He's got the Rams. Okay. Very interested to hear his take on that. So I tell you what, let's cut to him. Dez, explain yourself. Why in the world do you have the Rams? Now hold on. He's implemented this new rule. Not that we even needed it. So I guess this was just his own rule. To where we each have to pick 2 upsets a week. So we naturally do that. So that's not even anything we have to even try to do, right? Because we're picking pros. Mm-hmm. But he has this rule, I guess, for himself, right? Have 2 upsets. So I guess this is his so-called upset special. So I think that's what he's doing here. So we'll see. So Dez, explain yourself, man. Why in the world are you going with the Rams to beat the Eagles? What's up?
Let's just start off with the Eagles at the Rams. And people may say, why would he pick the Rams over the Eagles? Well, statistically, if I could talk, the Rams have a better offense and a better defense than the Eagles. And I feel like the Eagles just been squeaking by, just been doing just enough to pull out these victories. And I think this week when they travel way out west and play a really good LA Rams team, they're gonna lose. And here's the only thing that scares me about the Rams is the turnovers from the quarterback. Got 5 picks this year. If he can limit those turnovers and not have any turnovers, the Rams will win this game because I don't see Philly, even though they're 4-0, I don't see them being a very strong team yet. They hadn't hit their stride, and they're going to break their stride and have a little stumble against the Rams this week.
Wow, okay. All right, Dez. Well, we'll take your word, man. So that's Dez's take. Dez has the Rams. What's your take on this game, man?
Well, I don't think the Rams are good. I think the Rams are a good team. They've proven. I mean, they won in Indy, which is a solid win. Okay. And they've gotten some other good wins this year. They beat Seattle in Seattle. And but I think for them to beat the Eagles, that's gonna be really tough.
Yeah.
That's a tough team to beat.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough team.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a tough team to beat, man. The Eagles, again, may get to the Super Bowl. We've got some other tough contenders in the NFC, but they're one of the top teams. Again, the Rams are at home. That's the only thing I can kind of see is they're at home.
Yeah, but still, there's gonna be Philly fans all over the place because
Yes.
there's always a bunch of road teams in there.
especially in LA.
Yes, it's always,
So they're
it's
gonna-
always like that.
Yeah, especially in LA. That place is gonna be green. So yeah, that's a great point. Yeah, so it's basically gonna be a home game
Yes.
for Philly. So
Yeah.
that's even more reason. Place is gonna be rocking. So yeah, Dez. I don't know about this one, man. We appreciate that game. We're gonna go on to take that, trying to call the upset, but that's just not gonna work. So yeah, Dez, another week where you do not have a chain. All right, so that's Dez's island game. He's only on the island for one game. So we're going to yours next. You're on the island for two.
Yes, I'm gonna go to my games
Okay.
that people care about, and the first game
All right.
is the Houston Texans
Okay.
in Atlanta to play the Falcons.
Okay.
And I'm confident this one. I got the Falcons
Okay. You got the Falcons.
at home to beat the Texans.
Okay.
The Texans are a solid team. Okay, they're
solid.
okay. They're not a laughing stock.
Nope.
But I mean, the Falcons have been good this year too. I think they've been about even this year, and the Falcons are at home, so that's that's really the thing that, and when their crowd wants to get hyped, they can get hyped. So I got the Falcons.
Okay, you got the Falcons in this one. I don't know. Yeah, I mean the Falcons. I picked the Falcons to win the NFC South. Hey, that's looking like that may be the Bucks right now. The Bucks are looking good, so shout out to them. But yeah, I don't know, man. I'm high on the Texans. Again, I called them to win last week as they did. So very happy about that one. Yeah, I mean CJ Stroud still has not thrown an interception.
Yeah, that's not what I was worried about, because he threw a couple in the preseason.
Yes,
So,
yes, he is doing his thing. Big shout out to him. Yeah, man, I did not see him. I didn't see it translate. You know how those Ohio State quarterbacks are, throwing the wide open receiver. So did not think that would translate. But man, got to give him his props. He's doing very well. Happy for him. Happy for the Houston Texans, man. I mean, even for their fans. I mean, they've had a lot of down years, bad years. And it looks like they're building on something. Their coach is looking good. The coordinator from the 49ers looks like he's building something there, and they're looking good. So I've got the Texans in this one. But hey, let's get Dez's take on this one and see why he's taking the Texans and see how he's going to call you out. All right, Dez, what's your take on this one?
Diego. My young lad, my young student, my young pupil. Pay attention to the teacher, because the teacher is about to give you a lesson. And the lesson starts with the name CJ Stroud. Have you seen CJ Stroud with the Houston Texans? Well, if you haven't seen him lately, he's damn good. And the Falcons are not that good. They got Bijan Robinson. He's doing his thing. But the Texans, they made the right pick at quarterback. They have the right coach. They picked the right coach. And this team is on the rise. And they will continue to rise against your Atlanta Falcons. I got Houston. You're on that island by yourself.
All right, so that's Dez's take on that one. So you are on the island for that game. We'll see what happens there. And you're on the island for one more game, right?
all right, my last island game is another one I'm confident in, another home team. It's the New York Jets in Denver to play the Broncos. And I have the Broncos. I don't know what's wrong. Well, I don't see why you look like that, man. I'm confident in the Broncos. The Broncos had a good win in Chicago. They came back, and I mean, they got Sean Payton as their coach, and the Jets haven't looked so good. So I got the Broncos.
The Broncos had a good win where?
In Chicago. That's a tough place. Well, I mean, the environment, the city.
Wow.
Being on the road, it's hard to win on the road.
Wow, okay. All right.
I get props to them. And they have the same record as the Jets. I don't know why you're so. They have the same record.
Yeah, technically, but all records aren't the same.
What do you how?
Nah, because it depends on your schedule, your strength of schedule. So
the Broncos lost to the Dolphins.
Oh, true.
That's true. They lost to the Dolphins.
I will give but they almost gave up the most points ever in the history of the NFL. But okay, yeah, they lost to the Dolphins. Who else they lose to?
I can't think of them. They lost to the Raiders.
Yeah.
At home and the Commanders. But still.
Commanders, I think, are better than what people give them credit for. But nah, man.
The Commanders, they're a good team.
Hey, son, man, I couldn't disagree with you more on that. I'm happy you're confident.
So confident in the Jets all of a sudden.
I'm not in the Jets all of a sudden, but against the Broncos, yes. Dude, the Broncos are terrible.
Okay, they're terrible, but the Jets are terrible too.
Okay, yeah, but the Jets' strength is defense. Okay, the problem is scoring. The Broncos let anybody score. So my goodness, if you let the Jets score and you're gonna let my guy Garrett Wilson, who's on my fantasy squad, get off, then the Jets are gonna do their thing. So this is a perfect matchup for the Jets. No way, Dolphins.
Home field is gonna.
This is a perfect matchup for the Jets. Broncos are definitely losing this one. So man, I couldn't disagree with you more. I don't know what's going on again.
You guys will see, man.
I've told you that we're gonna get you tested. I've told you about those substances, son. I'm trying to be a good parent and steer you right, but you keep on making questionable decisions. I don't know what's going on, but hey, let's give it up to Dez and see what he has to say. Dez, how crazy is Diego on this one, man?
Diego. So you picked the Broncos over the Jets. The Broncos may be the third worst team in the NFL behind my Bears and whoever else. They beat the Bears. They didn't beat anybody else. This team is pathetic. They got 70 points dropped on them by the Miami Dolphins. They were down to the Chicago Bears 28-7 before the Bears became the Bears again and let them come back and win it. But how do you give up 28 points and 300 plus passing yards to the Chicago Bears? So I'm expecting the New York Giants and their offense to do the same thing. But what's different is the New York Giants, they have a defense. And that defense is going to shut down your Denver Broncos and Mr. Russ Wilson. Give me the New York Jets. Broncos are going down.
All right, so that's Dez's take, man. So, yeah, like I said, you're definitely tripping on that one. But, hey, you never know, man. The dead clock is right twice a day. Maybe you somehow get crazily lucky on this one. But other than that, yeah, that's going to be an L for you, man. But, hey, what we got next?
Next, we got your island game.
Woo, we got my island games. Oh, it is heat check time. Now it's time for the chancellor, the principal, the man with those owl instincts.
We'll see if you'll be saying this next week. I don't know if you'll be saying this next week.
Ooh, is that the sound the owl makes? Or is it ooh?
I guess so. I guess now it is.
I don't know. Ooh. those owl instincts. Y'all know what's up. Pick 'em pros. Yeah, let's get it to my island games where I'm going to separate myself even further and take these Steph Curry half-court shots. Because my Steph Curry half-court shot with the Commanders 2 weeks ago missed. But we know Steph Curry shoots about 50% from his half-court shots. So now I'm about to make, what games am I on the island for?
You're on the island for, you got there's the Cincinnati Bengals in Arizona to play the Cardinals.
Yes.
And you, for some reason, are picking the Arizona. We were just talking about picking the Arizona Cardinals. We're just talking about the owner is going to call in.
Well, okay. I had a talk with the Arizona Cardinal ownership. And they've decided that they're actually going to go ahead and win this one. They're not going to call it in. They're on a high from that Dallas Cowboy win. Okay. And even though they lost last week, they are going to make a statement here against Cincinnati. All right. Your boy Connor, he's going to be jumping up and down after every single first down. They're going to be fired up. Cincinnati is looking terrible. Joe Burrow is still not right. I'm shocked you guys are both taking Cincinnati. You clearly didn't learn your lesson last week because I snatched both of y'all's hearts. I snatched both of your hearts out of your chest by having the Titans beat the Bengals
Arizona
last week.
Cardinals.
Now, yes, the Arizona Cardinals beat the Dallas Cowboys. They
had to get one win just to prove that they're just like not get the league involved.
Well, now they're gonna have 2 wins.
They're not gonna get 2.
Yes,
that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, y'all. Thank you for giving me this one.
Joe Burrow's gonna I don't care how hurt he is. He's not gonna let them lose to the Arizona Cardinals.
He can't throw the ball more than 20 yards. It's over.
He can do it against the Arizona Cardinals.
No. Maybe in another month or so, but no. Right now, Bengals look terrible. I would not pick them to beat anybody, especially on the road. Nah, you can forget this. Let's get Dez's take on this one. I'm sure he has a lot to say. Dez, what's your take on this one, man? Why are you taking the Cincinnati Bengals that looked so bad last week? And then you asked me, have I seen Joe Burrow? Yes, I have seen Joe Burrow. And that's why I'm taking the Arizona Cardinals. What's up with this one, Dez?
So, Mr. Derek Thompson, I'm flattered. I'm flattered that you call yourself the chancellor because, when you have to copy somebody else's style, somebody else's, drip, somebody else's, just stilo, that's a form of admiration. So I know that you admire me and my picks and what I do and how I, sit down and teach you and your son about how to properly analyze these games. So call yourself the chancellor. That's okay. I see that as a form of admiration. But what I don't see here is that you're learning the things that you need to learn in my class. The Bengals at the Cardinals. See, I can't pick a team where their quarterback, although he is hurt, was caught this offseason wearing a weighted vest in the manner that he was wearing it. Can't pick that guy, can't pick this team. And the Cardinals, they stink. The Bengals, they're 1-3, but I think the Bengals are a good team that's in a funk right now with their quarterback being hurt. They'll get out of that funk and they'll get out of it this week against the Arizona Cardinals.
All right, so that's Dez's take on that one, man. So, Dez, you're going to lose another game on that. Anyhow, let's get to this last one where I'm on an island and have these owl instincts, man. Let's get to
chain, man, just on your shoulder like that.
Yeah, man. I thought I'd bring it out, man. I knew people wanted to see the chain, so shout out to Deanna Thomas making our Pick and Pros chain. Love you. But yeah, man. Just had to bring the chain out.
Okay.
Just a little something.
All right. So the second island game is the Sunday night football game, Dallas Cowboys versus the San Francisco 49ers.
Mm-hmm.
You have the Dallas Cowboys winning this one. That's kind of insane.
Yes, I do.
With the fact that the Niners have their number and all of that. So I don't know why you
all
have
that.
them.
Yeah, just see for regular fans, regular pickers, they wouldn't see this, but again, I got those owl instincts. Ooh.
We don't have owl instincts, man. Yeah, stop without oohing whenever it's owling. This makes no sense. Why would you pick this? You pick something that doesn't make sense.
Again, it doesn't make sense to everybody else. But again, let me explain these owl instincts to you. Okay, because Pick 'em Pros, we see things, we see night vision, we see things that other people don't see. So let me explain this to y'all. I know Dallas Cowboys. Okay, I'm a past season ticket holder. I know Dallas Cowboys. A lot of people don't understand this. I have a PhD in Dallas Cowboys. Okay. This is the game Dallas Cowboys win. All right.
Okay.
It's October. Again, September, October games that are big for media and hype, but aren't necessarily going to win title. Are games they win. Okay. They're they're underdog. Some people don't believe in them. Again, you've got the Arizona Cardinals game. You got all that. This is the game the Dallas Cowboys win. Again, I'm an expert in Dallas Cowboys. This is the game they win. Y'all don't know nothing about that. You'll see that at the end of this and start to hopefully develop some owl instincts. But that's the number one reason why.
Okay, man.
Yeah.
That's great.
That's it. Well, hey,
great.
Let's hear what the so-called professor has to say about this pick and how I'm picking the Cowboys and he's picking the Niners. Des, what's your take on this one, man?
Cowboys versus the 49ers. So, Derek, you got the Cowboys. Have you seen the 49ers? They are my Super Bowl team this year. The 49ers could push going 17-0 this year. They may go 15-2, 16-1. I don't see very many teams beating them. Have you seen the offense? Have you seen the defense? My quarterback, Purdy, he should be in the MVP conversation. So the Cowboys, every year the Cowboys, at the end of the year, we find out they're a fraud. I think we're going to find out early when they have to play a very, very good team. They're going to fold like a tent. Give me the San Francisco 49ers over the Dallas Cowboys. And watch me dominate this week with the Pick'em Pros.
All right, so that's Dez's take on that one. We're gonna see again. Our instincts are gonna just show y'all what's up. So,
Owl instincts.
Owl instincts again. Owl instincts. Y'all don't know about that. All right, so man, those are all the games. So yeah, 2 less games, 14 games. Excited, man. What's on tap, man? What's on the menu, man? What we eating this weekend?
I don't know, man. We thinking about getting some wings again. Maybe go get some more wings because our wing spot's been hitting the last couple of times.
Yeah. We're gonna get the wings, man. Shout out to Zaxby's. Yeah. Big shout out for sure. Yeah, definitely gonna have to do some wings this weekend for sure. So yeah, definitely. That's a good call. Yeah, and it's been banging the last few times. Yeah. So yeah, you gotta do wings at least once a month. That's just a rule for sports. You definitely have to do. You gotta do that. Gotta do barbecue. Gotta have certain things in rotation. So we're gonna have to do that very soon. Prime Barbecue, Knightdale, North Carolina, run by Chris, who was on Barbecue Brawl on Food Network. Man, it's amazing. If you're in this area, you gotta go there. So yeah, but yeah, we'll definitely do wings. That'll be on tap. We got a busy weekend coming up too, as far as what's on tap before we get out of here. We got some big events. We're going to a gala Friday night. So we've got that. So we'll be, going to a gala for the Dream Center. It's this project here in North Carolina where they've built a home for a nonprofit. So 2 home builders have come together, Roebuck Homes and Homes by Dickerson. They've come together. So we'll be going to that. So we'll be at a platinum table for that. That'll be great. And then Saturday night we're going to a fight, man. So this will be your first fight going to. So we'll post all that on social media. We're going to a mixed martial arts, and I think Muay Thai, fight or kickboxing. No, kickboxing and Muay Thai is the different disciplines that will be taking place. So But yeah. So yeah, no straight up boxing. This is gonna be other stuff. Kickboxing and Muay Thai. Yeah,
deep, man. Not just boxing, not just UFC. We got a martial arts.
Yeah, we're going to martial. We're going to martial arts. So that'll be fun. And we're gonna be there with Lando from 4444 Customs. She does our custom shoes. We'll be there with her. We'll be there with Jalen from Foul Play, who we're doing the collab with, coming out with the hoodies next month. So yeah, we'll be with them and have a good time, man. So you'll get a taste of that. So we'll have a VIP table there. But that's about it, man. That's what's on tap for this weekend. But hey, thank you all for the love and support. Again, it's all love. It's all fun making these picks. And again, we're also raising funds for a good cause. So, proceeds are going to Dez has his cause. I have mine, you have yours. We're going to announce those next week. So we're announcing our causes next week. But we're, doing this for a charity as well as entertainment and fun. So make sure you check us out. Share this with your friends. Get in on it. Like and subscribe. And we'll be back next week. And we'll also have an NBA show coming up as it's NBA time. So we got to make our NBA predictions. So we're going to have a lot of Pick and Pros activity.
All right. Yeah, man.
All right, man. Well, let's get on in, man. We got to get you in to the house and do this homework and, man, get ready for big week of football. But, hey, we're going to sign out on this level like we always do. Love y'all. We'll see y'all next time. Until then, Pick 'em Pros.